just over a month before the NBA playoffs began. The Lakers matched up with the Celtics for a potential NBA Finals preview in June. The theme of the game? Respectful hatred.
That's what I'm saying. I think there is a respectful hatred that you can have for your opponent.
That was tough. That was tough. You call that? You didn't call that. You got it right back. You call that? Yeah.
The game was completely bipolar, featuring a third quarter from hell for one team and a fourth quarter of peak basketball. This is a full breakdown of this incredible game and the fascinating tactics that led to that fourth quarter climax. LeBron was excited for this game. But the Lakers were missing Jackson Hayes, who was out for this one with a right knee contusion, so
Jared Vanderbilt gets his first start of the season at the center position, going small.
For Boston, KP was also out, but Drew was back in the lineup. Boston started the game completely disrespecting the Lakers shooters, and LeBron punishing them with the skip pass.
Knocks down the three. We talked about Finney-Smith's acquisition back in December, a big pickup for the Lakers.
The clear starting strategy for Boston was to double off of Dorian Finney-Smith on Luka self-initiated drives.
Do not want the off the dribble that Jason Tatum just shot over Luka. That's okay.
Another wide open shot.
It was only when Jaylen Brown didn't go over the screen to double that Luka actually got some daylight.
Doncic from way down south. He has a stare at somebody on the sideline, which he likes to do.
On the other side, after getting the small on big switch, LA was doing a great job of generating advantages with the drive and kick and manipulating the recovering defense with quick passes.
Key guys missed significant games. James, nice feet inside, and Vanderbilt, great ball movement.
These quick passes, especially from LeBron, were doing a good job of keeping Boston off balance.
Finney-Smith aggressive for his shot, this time off the bounce. And a timeout called by Joe Mazzulla.
Defensively, the Lakers started off switching and swarming Jaylen Brown's off-ball actions.
Finney-Smith comes up with it, gets it to Reeves,
which was paying off to start. But lapses were evident early, with Vanderbilt's lack of preparation on the baseline out of bounds ending in Boston's first score.
Jaylen Brown, his first jumper is good.
While the Celtics were targeting Luka on one end, the Lakers were targeting Horford on the other, and Reeves had no problem committing elder abuse in 4K.
Reeves knocks that one down. Red hot. The Lakers starting off 4 of 7 from 3.
But credit to where credit is due. Al was doing a tremendous job of contesting well on most of these ISOs in space. Instead of conceding to disadvantageous cross matches in early offense, LA's plan was to peel switch out of those.
Horford down low against Vanderbilt, using his left hand well off.
Mazzulla wanted the Lakers to shoot tough contested mid-range jumpers, so he had no problem maintaining single coverage on the ball, even on LeBron mismatches, with some backside help, of course.
Trying to stop James, blocked by White. James gets it back, second effort's good.
If that's going to be a consistent matchup, as good as Derek White is defensively, that's a size differential that could be problematic.
Similarly, when it came to post-ups, the Celtics' two wings were hunting Reeves.
I would agree, Torres.
Tatum, quick spin and finish.
And because the Celtics rank first in three-point frequency, JJ was okay giving these twos up early rather than wide-open catch-and-shoot threes. Unfortunately, because the Lakers were so small, offensive rebounds off of misses ended with exactly the shots you do not want to give up to Boston.
Horford keeps it alive to White. Finds Tatum, plenty of room. That one goes down.
Overzealous help on chaotic Celtics possessions by Gabe Vincent led to even worse disaster.
Feet inside, Horford couldn't locate it. Brown gets a good wide open look. Jaylen Brown.
Same with overzealous help from Luka.
Corner three. That's good. That's their third three-pointer. Both teams have hit 3 early on.
And there was a level of disgust from JJ's face.
JJ was pissed. With no timeout called, the same mistake continued on the court.
Can you guard in space all night?
Tatum gets it in the corner. Derek White with that quick release. How about these two teams right now? They're 8 for 13 from three-point range.
But after this Luka turnover, JJ had seen enough. Timeout.
Brown now, bounce pass, and the finish from Horford. Timeout, Lakers.
With the officials letting them play, the Celtics row continued.
James in, hangs on to that pivot foot, stolen by Horford. Here comes Brown. Jaylen Brown goes up, lays it up and in.
And with the momentum now in their favor, Tatum started doing Tatum things.
Back up top. Tatum's long three-pointer. That's good.
33-33, tie game after the first. You would think that the Lakers would enter the second doing a better job of tracking shooters. But nope, LeBron's court mapping was on full display. But Boston's defense continued chopping wood and carrying water. Every screen triggered an auto switch, suffocating LA's driving lanes and forcing them into late clock scenarios.
Shot clock winding down. Hauser, good defense. And Reeves just gets it off in time, and a 24-second violation.
JJ's frustration was written all over his face.
I think he's wondering what his team is doing. I'm not a lip reader, but there was something along those lines, Michael.
With Drew going under the screen, Reeves lit him up.
Injury perhaps affecting his shot. That one looked perfect. Reeves knocks that one down.
But whether he scored or didn't, Drew continued applying the same level of exhausting ball pressure.
Guard.
Mismatched on Tatum, Goodwin had to fend for himself.
Leans in, foul line jumper, high arcing shot. Beauty from Tatum, he's got 15.
And on the other end, LA was playing through the chaos, turning broken plays into buckets.
While on his back, James counted out a foul. Austin Reeves on his back, grabs the offensive board, setting up a three-point play.
When Luka checked back into the game, there was something wrong with him physically.
Luka back on the floor, and his gait looks a little bit off. He's standing in the corner with his hands on the bottom of his shorts. Let's see how he starts to move here again.
But Boston had zero sympathy as they continued dictating terms at the rim.
Tatum the spin against James, flips it up, shot won't go, but a foul. It's going to be 2 fouls on LeBron James.
Vandy was doing a masterful job of battling for boards amongst the trees, and his efforts were being rewarded.
His corner three, that one's good.
With the ball humming, LA's offense was managing to keep up the pace with Boston's.
Benny Smith to James, foul by Holiday.
After cooking Harden with his own special recipe.
Oh, trying to draw the foul, and he does. Harden's been really good at that his entire career. Gets a little of his own medicine.
Luka went right back to the kitchen and served up the same dish to Jaylen Brown.
Got to get it off. Leans in, draws the foul.
But as they say, karma is a...
Brown. Doncic took a shot. Record for most threes off the bench in a single season. Brown with the steal. Brown goes up and down it goes.
This was an all-out war, a possession-by-possession survival battle where 1 second, White was the victim.
He drives to the rim. Lost the ball, picked up by Vanderbilt.
And the next, he was the avenger.
Doncic knocked away and stolen by Derek White.
Horford wasn't left behind, reminding LeBron that experience cuts both ways.
LeBron James and banks it in.
Bron agreed and said, "You and your entire clan can eat this."
James, elbow jumper's good. James backing in, falling away. It's good.
Boston threes created a cushion of separation for the Celtics to end the half.
Derek White drives on Reeves, gets inside, kicks it out. Pritchard, wide open three, got it.
And when Tatum saw Luka in front of him, he knew exactly what time it was.
Tatum. Three-pointer's good. Jason Tatum, 20 points in the first half.
To put his stamp on the half, he punched in a signature finish.
Pritchard wants it. Tatum, though, drives and the flush. Oh, what a finish from Jason Tatum.
Sending the Celtics into the locker room up 4. Luka changed his shoes during the half. Unfortunately, however, the third quarter was a disaster for LA, with JT obliterating Luka at the point of attack.
Starting for the Lakers as Tatum gets inside. Nice left hand from Tatum.
A lot of time working on his finishing. Well, back-to-back years.
Notice how Drew occupied Dorian to minimize his ability to deter Tatum at the rim. Brown's digs kept disrupting what the Lakers were trying to run.
Doncic, Brown knocks it away and comes up with it. Here comes Jaylen Brown.
And it was obvious that JJ had definitely instructed the Lakers to run shooters off the three-point line, as evidenced by the increased aggression on the shot contests.
White fakes, continues and backs it home. Derek White with his second field goal.
Giving up 2s instead of 3s, aka the original game plan. Tatum continued hunting Luka, and the best he could do was foul. And remember that Lakers peel switch in the first? Well, now Horford had adjusted since he knew what the coverage was going to be.
Either team, early third quarter. Horford Down low, lays it up and in. He had the mismatch and took advantage. Timeout, Lakers.
And when they didn't set the switch, Reeves was food for the veteran. The Celtics defense was absolutely suffocating on Luka, and Horford was doing a great job of not conceding any advantages at the point of attack. That is a 38-year-old managing to stay attached to one of the best shot creators in NBA history. The Celtics roster is unfair. Their defensive pressure was elite, with Boston managing to pick LA's best ball handlers' pockets.
White goes inside, lays it up and in.
Out front, you see the anticipation by Jason Tatum, pressure initially, and then Derek White. I mean, it's just so intelligent.
Even when they didn't get the steal, they were trying to destroy the Lakers' will to live. That's the thing that makes Boston runs different. For them, it's not enough to just beat you.
Tatum on the drive to Horford. Extra pass Brown, corner three, pucks it in.
During these stretches, they want to crush your very essence. They want to crush your soul.
Doncic sees an opening, stops, blocked from behind by Tatum, knocked out of bounds. They say it's Laker ball.
LA was 0 of 10 halfway through the third quarter.
Finney Smith can't get it to fall. James tips it back out to Reeves. Gabe Vincent, his three-pointer. They continue to miss.
This Luka step-through was their first basket in the period, an absolutely absurd stretch of defense by the Celtics.
Down the other end, good one. Knocked away by Pritchard. Couldn't quite save it from going out of bounds.
Well, this looks like a clean layup. Great job to get his hand on that.
JJ was incensed, trying to get something going on offense. The Lakers decided to clear out for a Luka ISO on White. Goodwin added energy to try to reverse his team's negative momentum, and with just under 2 minutes left in the period, LeBron scored the only other third quarter Laker points by someone other than Luka Doncic up until that point. As the Celtics finished the third up 20, if you had turned off the TV at this point, you would have missed out on seeing something special. Knowing they had a mountain to climb, the Lakers came out swinging to start the fourth.
Played well in the first half, but dominated there in that third. Vanderbilt draws the foul, banks it home.
After driving and dumping it, Reeves was doing a great job of relocating for the three.
The Reeves, sidestep, three-pointer. That's good.
It's a big-time shot. Great defensive effort by Jason Tatum. Just great concentration from Reeves.
Elbows were flying in Boston, Massachusetts.
James took a shot in the face as Tatum blew by him.
And in retaliation, LeBron took the Celtics defense to the low block classroom, teaching a masterclass in size and strength.
James finds room, gets in the paint. Shot is good. He's trying to chip away. James now 18 points.
Momentum was shifting as the Lakers had trimmed the lead to 15. Boston did have an answer.
Pritchard throws it up. Oh, Luke Cornett on a beautiful alley-oop pass from Peyton Pritchard.
But they kept getting in their own way.
Offensive foul on Tatum. That's his third. Brown stolen by Reeves.
The Celtics' miscues were gifts, and with the Lakers' laser lineup on the floor, they weren't hesitating to unwrap them. Luka lit the fuse. Reeves kept it rolling. Then LeBron turned up the heat.
Goes right at Brown, head fake, another head fake, spin, left hand, banks it in.
Connected, and before you knew it, the lead had evaporated to 6.
Doncic the other way. Connect, catches, and connects.
And after what happened against the Cavs, Mazzulla was in full "oh no, not again" mode. It was at this point that we learned that it was Luka's back that was bothering him during that Celtics third quarter run. Luka might have been limping, but his game wasn't at this point.
Spins, turns, and scored. He's got 25. Doncic off the bounce, pulls up, shot is no good, but a foul.
Tension.
Doncic fires away the three, banks it in. Luka Doncic.
There is nothing that Jaylen Brown could have done any better. Look at the arc on the shot.
That was tough. That was tough. You call that? You didn't call that. You got it right back. You call that?
Battered, bruised, but unfazed, Wonderboy was grinning ear to ear after slashing the lead to 4. The comeback was real. The momentum was theirs, until it wasn't. Luka gave Brown just an inch too much space, and that was all he needed.
Big bucket right there.
And he decides, okay, Luka's giving me a cushion. There's almost a prideful nature to that shot.
JJ wasn't waiting around. Time out. And then came the gut punch. LeBron was done for the night. The Lakers don't have the luxury of missing their stars. And right now, that's a hit they just can't afford. Momentum gone. The Celtics smelled blood in the water, and they finished the job, ending the Lakers' 8-game cruise and handing them a 10-point L.